Welcome to Reading Represents. My name is Miss Hannah. I work with Chesapeake Public Library, and I am so glad you have joined us today. Let's start by singing a welcome song. It goes like this. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? I hope that you're feeling happy and ready to learn and read books and play together. If you are feeling happy, maybe you'd like to stand up and sing If You're Happy and You Know It with me. The song is going to have clapping our hands, then we're going to wave our arms, and then we're going to pat our knees. Do you know where your knees are? Can you give them a pat? Good job. Okay, so if you know the words to If You're Happy and You Know It, you can sing along with me, and it goes like this. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Arms are next. Can you swing them? If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. Good job. If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. Now find your knees. You can't see mine, but I bet yours are down there. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. Great job. Have a seat and let's get started. Every Autumn Comes the Bear by Jim Arnosky, published by G.P. Putnam's Sons. Let's follow along as we see what Bear does when the seasons start to change. There is a wooded hill behind our farm. It is a wild and rugged place with as many rocks as trees. Every autumn, after the leaves have fallen, a bear shows up. He walks out on the cliff where the ravens perch. He growls into the bobcat's lair. The bear follows every trail just to see where each trail leads. He drinks cold water from the spring. And claws a tall, straight tree. The other animals hide from the bear, but he knows they are there. He smells the scent of fox. He hears a grouse bursting into flight. When the hill is white with snow, the bear climbs the highest rock. He looks out over all the treetops. Then, searching amid the hilltop boulders, he finds a den and crawls inside. Nestled there against cold rock, with only fat and fur to keep him warm, he sleeps all winter long. The end. When winter comes along and the weather starts getting colder, animals have to do things a little bit differently. They can't cuddle up under a warm blanket like you can, or drink hot chocolate or eat some hot soup. They have to do things a little differently. So we have some animals up here on the board, and we're going to talk about some of the ways animals act during winter. What they might do is hibernate, and to hibernate means to sleep through winter. Some animals migrate, and that means they travel to warmer places where it's not so cold. And then some animals adapt, which means they change the way they look or the way they act when it's cold outside. So on this side of my board, I have animals that hibernate. That means they go to sleep during winter when it's cold, and they come back out in spring when it gets warm again. Now, a lot of these animals you might know already, and some might not be familiar. So let's talk about them. What is this one? This is a brown bear. Brown bears definitely hibernate during the winter. They get lots of food and they eat it up and they get nice and fat so they can be cozy during those winter months and come out in springtime. We've got some red bugs here with black spots. What are they? Those are ladybugs, and they're all grouped together to try and stay a little bit warmer, and they're hibernating in a leaf. Also in leaves, this one right here, that's a frog. He's going to burrow down under the leaves to stay warm. We have a couple chipmunks that are snuggling in this picture, and they're going to hibernate for winter. The woodchuck is going to have a nice warm den, and so is a skunk. Down here we have a turtle, and the turtle is going to burrow into some nice warm leaves and spend winter there. Now let's talk about some animals that migrate. And remember, that means they travel farther away to where it's not so cold. Now we have Canada geese. We see a lot of those around here, don't we? And we have seagulls that migrate. This is a bluebird that's going to go where it's warmer. We've got some salmon that migrate to warmer waters. And finally, monarch butterflies. They travel all the way down to Mexico when they migrate. And that is a long journey. Now let's talk about some animals that adapt. We've got deer, and they get a nice warm coat to keep them warm in winter. We have some foxes that stay red and some foxes that change colors. So this fox is an Arctic fox, and in the wintertime it turns white so that it can blend in with the white snow, and that's how they adapt. We also have snowy owls that adapt, squirrels, mice, and here is an Arctic hare that's going to adapt the same way the fox is by going from its summer color of brown to its winter color of white to match the snow. So hibernate, migrate, or adapt, all of these animals do things a little differently when it's cold and snowy in winter. Snack, snooze, skedaddle, How Animals Get Ready for Winter by Laura Purdy Salas, illustrated by Claudine Givry, published by Millbrook Press. Let's find out what animals do when winter is coming. Soak up the sun, breathe in the breeze, munch crunchy apples that fall from the trees. Enjoy every morsel you feast on today. The banquet of autumn will soon fade away. So plump up or burrow or journey before frosty winds rattle and batter your door. Snowstorms and dark nights are next to arrive. Here comes winter. Prepare, survive. Dive into snapdragons. Double your size. Dine on delectable tropical flies. Float like a kite on a sweet nectar breeze, then cluster on branches of tall family trees. Sift krill through your grill to sustain your great weight. Sail south to warm waters and seek out a mate. Vacuum dead leaves like a super slow sweeper. Forget going south, just wiggle down deeper. Hide away your seeds as your winter stash grows. Nap all curled up with your tail to your nose. Gobble up acorns and beech nuts by streams. Then snooze through the winter in hazelnut dreams. Tuck under leaves, don't rustle, don't hop. All life signs have stopped. You're a frog icy pop. Slither and bask, stay solo, stay single. then swarm with some friends. It's warmer to mingle. Stock up your pantries with dried seeds and scraps. Hope that your tunnel doesn't collapse. Grow a new coat that's cozy and warm. Stay toasty no matter how brutal the storm. Forage for berries and crabapple sweets. Dive into tunnels for tasty vole treats. Jump into jumbled up piles of gold. Spin, skate, and slide through the frosty white cold. The end. So we're going to continue talking about how animals react to the winter coming. Remember, some of them hibernate, which means they sleep. Some of them migrate, which means they go to different places. And some of them adapt. So let's see who's coming to join us today. Ooh, we have a brown bear. And a brown bear in the winter hibernates. So we're going to set our brown bear right over there. Who's next? Whoa, a frog or a toad. I think this one's a toad. And our toad is also going to hibernate in those snug leaves where it's nice and cozy. So we're going to put our toad right there. Who's next? What? A penguin? Penguins love to be cold. They don't hibernate. They don't migrate, but they do adapt. So they have this nice layer of blubber that helps keep them warm, and they live where it is cold almost all year round. So there is our penguin. All right, who's next? Ooh, we have an Arctic fox, and this Arctic fox is a brown color in the spring and summer and then gets this beautiful white coat in the winter to blend in with the snow. So our fox friend adapts to the cold weather. We'll put him next to the penguin. All right, who's next? We have one brown owl and we have, one snowy white owl. So can you see that the color can change on animals to match the snow when the winter comes? So some animals go from brown to white in order to blend in the winter habitat. Do we have any more friends? We do. We have a bunny wearing a scarf. Have you ever seen a bunny rabbit wearing a scarf in the winter? No, they don't do that, do they? In order to stay warm in winter, bunny rabbits have to use their nice warm burrows underground. Let's put the bunny over here because we don't want him too close to the owls. So you can see that we have lots of friends who either hibernate or migrate or adapt when the cold weather comes in winter. Thank you for joining us with Reading Represents. I hope you had a great time. Let's sing our goodbye song for today. Oh, it's time to say goodbye for today. Yes, it's time to say goodbye for today. Can you wave your arms like this? Bye. Can you blow a little kiss? Mwah! Oh, it's time to say goodbye for today. See you next time.